No, I don't. Have you seen my mustache, Wally?
I am now.
Yeah. What do you think?
It is probably the most trailer trash thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm debating. I said on the last episode that it was a joke and I was going to shave it off. I'm debating on keeping it.
It's the
It
most
reminds me
awful.
of Harvey Keitel.
Oh, and what movie?
No. Not like the person. His scruff. It reminds me of Harvey Keitel on a different face.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I understand.
Told him
But
last night he looks like every police captain like in a 70s cop
yeah.
show.
You're too
Right.
close. You're off the case. But you saying that it's the like super trailer trash, that just goes with my whole life. So I should just keep it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like
No,
I am trailer trash, bruh.
I mean it's
I ain't,
fine.
I ain't straight out of Compton. I'm straight out the trailer.
Well, all right, we need to be
Fucking
saving
Kid
this
Rock.
for the show, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us started.
Yeah, well that's gonna be on fucking YouTube's, dude. That's why y'all need to watch the video version of this.
All right, are we doing an ad read or anything?
No, it's Patreon, so we're just yeah. That's
Okay,
it.
well here we go. We're just gonna go straight in. Here we go. Here.
Are you telling me no one's gonna hear this?
No. Ooh, that music means we're here on not a Wednesday night. It's a Friday night. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm on the sex offender list. I'm Jacob Craig, and our guest tonight is the one, the only, the real Big Wally Phelps. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Better than that. I'm doing better than that. Better than you. Yeah, dude. We're having you on our bonus episode because this fucking I know you're not Jewish, but this fucking Mitch right here, dude. This fucking good man right here paid for our Zoom subscription for the month of July out of his pocket, like we've been telling our fans to do if you want longer
Yeah.
episodes.
Right.
You fucking did it, man.
And I only did it because I was irritated. I'm like, it's $15 for Christ's sake. I've seen you spend more than that in the bar that you're at to work on your comedy, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
well,
show should pay for itself. I shouldn't have to. I'm putting out all this entertainment for free. The least people could do is give us a freaking dollar a month. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is advertising for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be at these places that I'm going to spend the $15 that I could be spending on this show.
No.
But yeah, man, thanks for doing that, bud. And the Patreon money we make now, since we're moving away from Libsyn, we don't have to pay to keep the show going anymore. We can just use that for Zoom.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fantastic news.
yeah.
You moved to Anchor? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yes. That was one of the biggest reasons why I wasn't getting a Zoom subscription, because I was already paying for Libsyn every single month, which that cost money, and then server fees and everything. And then here comes Anchor FM along from Spotify that says, "Hey, we'll host all your stuff for free, no charge, and you people can subscribe to you on the Anchor app. They can give you money, and you can advertise here." And unlike Libsyn, which I don't want this to be a let's bash Libsyn, but in order to get advertising through Libsyn, you have to get 10,000 downloads per show.
Right.
I don't know
Which
about
is
you, but I have never
unreasonable.
done a single podcast that has ever reached 10,000. I've reached 1,000. A thousand's
I mean,
easy to get, but 10?
I almost
No.
said we haven't done anything that reached 1,000 people, but that's not true. But that's
Yeah.
But Anchor
Well, we
said
did.
50 people. You get 50 people listening to your show, and you're good. You can advertise. And I'm like, we got that
that's-
already.
That's easy, bro. Easy money. We did one episode. It was 1,000 people watched it just because we had a model on.
Yeah.
So we get 1,000 on YouTube on the video version. Like, hey, I want to check out this model, dude. Come on.
Aruga.
Yeah. And all 1,000 of them, all 1,000 clicks was Wally. It was
That's
fucking.
right.
Thanks so much for your help, dude.
All in 30-second increments is what happened.
Just pop, 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 pop.
And that's
It saved me a lot of money on OnlyFans.
I've never. Do you spend money on OnlyFans? I've never gotten into that.
I do, but only to support people I know.
Yeah. See, that's.
That's not true. Like I'll see like they'll advertise somebody and it's like I would $3 and I'm like $3, shit, I'll look at your asshole for $3.
Yeah.
I'll let you look at mine for free. I mean, hell.
Yeah, dude. I've shown people my asshole for free.
Sir, I don't want to look at your asshole.
Dude, before OnlyFans, there was this one girl I went to high school with that would show you her tits in the courtyard for 50 cents. And
nice.
I think maybe she created the business model for that.
That is an enterprising young woman right there.
Yeah, we also dated. It was kind of weird that like I dated the chick that showed everyone her titties for 50 cents.
Well, that's not too weird. Like I even talk about it, but I actually dated somebody who had an OnlyFans for a very short amount of time. But at the same time, it's like, do you want me to unsubscribe now once we stop going? And
once I can see it in person.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Perfect Frost Mage who just followed. Thank you very much and welcome to the Twitch stream of us idiots.
You know, and I'm gonna give too much information right now. The reason why the majority of the people that I have on OnlyFans are people I know is because I've asked them if that's okay.
Is that weird though?
No, because my whole thing, like the thing that really is my weird kink, so to speak, is enthusiastic consent. So the thing is, I need to be able to go, are you cool with me looking at this shit? And if the answer is yes, then I'm like, okay, this does it for me.
I was listening to King and the Sting earlier, okay, another podcast. They mentioned on that podcast a news story that they saw about ethical porn. Like there are websites that are based around ethical porn. It's made by like women, and it's like
porn ethical. I
no,
mean, it's
oh no, dude! It's like step bro, I'm stuck in the washing machine. Like none of that shit.
You're talking about the content, not the actual porn itself.
But the thing is no, all of it. It's like they show in the video extreme getting consent, like overdo it. They have like people that would never make porn on Pornhub, like people that look like me.
Have you seen the movie Hot Girls Wanted?
No. Does it have full frontal?
Well, it's a documentary about a porn production company, and it is not. I almost was like, I don't want to watch porn anymore.
Yeah,
and I think that's
crazy.
It's that bad. It's. I really believe that I think more people should see this documentary. I think it was made by Rashida Jones. You know who I'm talking about.
Wow.
She was on The Office. Quincy Jones' daughter.
She was on The Office.
Dude, I'd pay to see her naked.
And it was a really good kind of snapshot because it goes into the minutia of it, and it's just that the people producing it were pretty skeevy, and it gets to the point where at first they're all like, oh my god, this is amazing, I do this thing I was going to do anyway and I get paid all this money. But the thing is, once you make enough content, they don't want you anymore, and it's like whoo, that's rough.
Well, isn't that pretty much the life of an actual, like Hollywood actors too?
Well,
that's all
actors. Not to this point, because there's always going to be a market for movies by this particular person.
Counterpoint. Mia Khalifa was in the adult entertainment industry for a couple of years, and she
Right.
is still #1, like to this day.
But she only made $27,000 total that 2 years, according to her.
I would like to see proof of that, though. Is
But
the thing, because there have been people who have counterpoint, who have
right.
What do you call it? Called her out on that or whatever.
Well, there's also, but I believe it because this documentary I saw, you make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars over a short amount of time, but once they don't want you anymore, it's harder and harder to make it. You know, it's, and then you can't really go and do much else if you become that big. You know, it's one of those catch-22s. There are exceptions to the rule, of course. There's going to be the April O'Neils who have their own production companies. But
or Mia Khalifa right now she's making millions off of just
right.
Snapchat.
You turn it around and you do that kind of thing. You have to be able to branch out of where you came from, if that makes sense. You got to be able to do more than just that if you want to make a career. With everything else, it's like you're not going to be able to do this forever. But that's why I think the OnlyFans thing is a lot better, because of the fact that you're basically taking control of your own content, and you're the one making it, you're the one setting the terms. So it's something that I think is better than most. I hate these particular trends that you're seeing now, where there's, the whole I'm stuck in the dryer type bullshit. It's so stupid too. It's like, how is there a market for this?
Yeah, I need a good plot.
This is not a plot.
Yeah.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, but whatever.
Dude, I bet this is gonna piss you off. Now what OnlyFans is doing, they're moving away from sex work, and they're trying to make their site all about fitness creators.
Well, and that's the thing. They're not focusing on it. I mean, it's not that they're trying to get away from it, because once you get on there, that's all the advertising you get. But to get you onto the platform, they've got the fitness people, they've got the DJs that stream, they've got the
they got comedians on there too.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Eric Andre's on there.
Yeah, dude, Eric Andre has a giant dick, dude.
Well, I mean, yes.
Have you seen his dick?
I have not, but
Jason, pull that up.
No.
It's so big, dude. I think he's uncircumcised too. It's kind of crazy. Oh no, he is circumcised. He's Jewish. I don't know.
This is the kind of content that I'm sure your listeners were hoping for this month.
Yeah.
This is exactly what they wanted to be listening to.
It's a lot of it's a lot to have to try to prevent yourself from seeing Eric Andre's dick.
Yeah, am I a horrible person for this? At one point, my girlfriend asked if she could make an OnlyFans, and I said no, I wasn't comfortable with that.
No, it's not, because that's your boundaries. That's the thing. You have to respect you have boundaries. Everybody has to have boundaries communicated. So you communicated, and I don't. Myself, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's true. I'm a very jealous person, though. Like, I
understand that. And that's why
I've literally almost gotten in fistfights with people in Walmart for looking at my girlfriend's ass. Like, I'm that level of fucking jealous.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I think you need to get some therapy.
Oh, yeah. I live up to the trailer trash stash.
Well, and here's my thing with any of that. I mean, and it goes both ways. With me, whenever I am trying to, talk to somebody or something like that, if I can tell that you are super jealous, or if I can tell right off that you're just like the super monogamous type, I'm just not going to ask you out. I'm not going to pursue you. I mean, I might joke around, like I have friends that I'll joke around with. I'm not serious about it because I know you're not going to want to be with me. I am not going to be the type of person you want to be with. So, it's you got to know what your boundaries are, and they have to know what their boundaries are, and you have to communicate them. And that's really what it all boils down to.
It's very wholesome. We should go back to talking about Eric Andre's penis.
Well, Eric Andre's penis.
He definitely has a bigger penis than Hannibal Buress.
Well, I haven't seen.
I would
Hannibals. I haven't heard anything about Hannibals, to be quite honest.
I haven't either, but I don't know. I look at Hannibal and I think to myself, I don't think he has a big dick. I just don't know it. He doesn't have the body type of a big dick guy.
What is the body type?
Someone who is extremely skinny. First of all, like, have you ever seen someone who's like just a dick on a stick? Like that's a thing, dude. Like skinny guys have giant dicks.
I mean,
people who look like me. Just giant fucking monster cocks. Yeah. People with this kind of mustache. You know what I mean.
I don't even know what to say about this conversation anymore. I just feel like I've been left in the dirt.
Well, I've never seen your dick, Jason, but the kind of women that you've been with in your life, I can only imagine that it's Magnum PI. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been getting them hot ones, boy. Hot ones like Sean Evans over here, dude.
That's a hog.
Yeah. I thought about starting like a joke OnlyFans where I post like pictures of my fat, naked, flaccid penis as a joke. I think
I had an idea where it would be an OnlyFans where you had to pay me for me to not send you pictures of my penis, but
I seriously wanted to start an OnlyFans and literally just put up videos of literally fans, like air circulating fans.
That's gotta be on there already, dude.
Well, I was actually thinking it would be really funny if I just, if I just posted videos of me being a kind and supportive boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just like, good morning, how was your day at work, that kind of shit. And
there's a lot of dudes like that on TikTok. Dude, it's so creepy. You don't want to do that, bro.
But that's the thing, yeah. But on TikTok, you come across it by accident. Because it's like, because TikTok is random ass shit that comes into your feed. So you're flipping through, and suddenly there's this dude just looking at you like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, fuck, how did that get in here? Between the D and
I haven't
D.
come across that yet.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, it only happened whenever I first started on TikTok, because after a day or two of you swiping through shit, it'll get to know you.
Yeah.
So once the algorithm catches up to the shit that you want to see, like, the D&D stuff that I have, the comedy, the nerd stuff, whatever, all the ghost videos that Maddie's sending me.
Are you a big proponent of the TikToks?
Oh, I enjoy TikTok, yes.
I like TikTok too, because my algorithm figured me out pretty fast. It was like, this dude likes cats and science, and that's all I get.
Dude, mine's steak and ass all day long.
Oh, there's steak TikTok?
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Dude.
I actually get those every once in a while.
I need to get my algorithm to
There's this one I got on mine. This guy, have you seen the guy that goes out into the woods and makes food? Like, he makes like pizzas out.
Oh,
like,
I have seen that. Yeah,
that dude, like, he makes like calzones and stuff.
It's like, you're making this so difficult,
but it looks so good. Like, it's
like
so,
it's like we're
delicious.
watching a live action Breath of the Wild type shit. It's like, no, this is.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I can't watch these manly TikToks because these manly TikToks are like, I am never going to be that guy. It's not. I don't want to have more of an existential crisis than I already am.
Yeah, I understand that. Do you like the tick thoughts? The women
Oh,
who
I
shake
know
their
what you said.
booties?
Depends.
Yeah, depends on the booty.
Well,
I
and
don't think
that's the
I've
thing.
ever gotten one. Because even
They're
when
all
you
well, and I think
Because
that's
you're
really what it
fucking
is.
gay.
I'm not.
no, because
I'm not into.
when you first get on TikTok, you click all the little boxes of the stuff that you like.
Yeah,
And
they don't have one for ass, no.
It's hidden under dancing. No, but
Oh.
no. The problem that I run into is that all of these videos are of people who are about half my age. So it's like, no, I'm not into that. It's I need, and that's another problem. Just going back to my porn issue. Whenever you're on a porn site, you have to actually watch these stepmom videos to find somebody who's age appropriate to me.
Yeah. Even then, it's a stretch because you become a stepmom at 25.
Apparently,
A lot of those videos.
I am outraged.
To be fair, though, Wally, I'm also not attracted to people half my age.
I'm closing my laptop. Excuse me. I mean, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm a good guy, man. Come on.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the tick thoughts is that
they're all like my age.
Yeah, I do find some that are my age on here, and honestly, that's why I was like, kind of, because there are those that are not like the whole, shaking your booty type deal. People my age have a different way of making these inappropriate. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because they already have a hip replacement, so they can't really twerk or anything.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly right.
They already got that little bit of titanium weighing them down.
It was like, we're going to lay down in bed all day and listen to STP.
Dude,
I think Wally should get the credit for inventing the twerk because back in the early 2000s, he used to do this thing called the Big Wiggle.
Yes, yes. But
who was this?
I stole that from Norman Smiley, though.
Oh, Wally. I thought you said Molly, and I was like,
me.
who the fuck is that?
No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
I used to, it was fun.
It was a hit at the bars. Every time he did it, everybody would just like go crazy.
Man, the quality of woman that I used to pull down back in those days, and then only realize it days later.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, she would have went home with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know. It sucks. It sucks being settled down sometimes. I think because I feel like I could be pulling a lot on the road, but then I'm like, yeah, but I'm in love, and that sucks.
Being in love is horrible.
Yeah.
I've never had a good experience with being in love.
Right? It's so much work, dude. Just constant work.
It's a lot of communication and presence and watching shows I have no interest in. It's awful.
Yeah, man. Which one of you guys wants to headline my divorce party?
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
All right, we'll get
We're both divorced.
You guys were at my divorce. You guys were at my divorce party, weren't you?
I was.
I wasn't able to make it. I had a show that night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was. I don't remember half of that night.
Yeah, I heard you got like fucking blasted. Weren't you wearing like a Viking helmet?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. I drank.
Oh wait, I didn't make it because that was a weekend I couldn't make it. That's right.
Yeah, our mutual friend Star and I went to the Wayward Kraken that night to have our party, and beforehand, at the Wayward Kraken they only had beer. You couldn't, if you wanted to drink liquor, you had to bring it yourself because they were within 1,000 feet of a church or something like some weird law, Mississippi
across
law.
The street from a church.
Yeah, and so we went to the liquor store down the street and bought a bottle of Patron. And I drank the whole thing.
Oh no, Jason!
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
Patron is the one thing that I just will not drink again. Because I have confessed things.
But it is so tasty.
Is it? I've never actually had tequila.
Here's
No, it's great.
my lady right here.
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden. Say hi, Lizzie. She don't like to be on camera.
Dude, why would you name cats after murderers? That's just a recipe for disaster.
Because that's the kind of person I am.
Already been divorced.
Careful,
You know what?
she scratches.
You know what I was thinking about today?
What?
You know, with my two cats, the only thing that separates them looking at me as, you know, basically as from what are we to cats, like roommates, basically, like the weird roommates that gives them food. Like
I guess.
There's a fine line. The only thing holding them back from, you know, looking at us as a roommate or lunch is 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Like if my cats were 100 pounds heavier, they would have eaten me by now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I don't fucks with cats, dude.
I love my
if my
cats,
dog,
though.
if my dog's 100 pounds heavier, still a dog, dude. Still loves me.
Yeah, but they're so funny. It's like having
So
a
are
little.
dogs.
It's like having it's a little tiny apex predator that you think is so cute that has like murder knives for
In
hands.
its soul.
Yeah. How much does your cat weigh?
They're both around like 11 or 12 pounds.
Okay, so I would still fuck up a 111-pound cat. I'll say that right
No, you
now for
wouldn't.
everyone to know. Yeah, I would,
No,
dude.
you wouldn't.
Dude, I am the size of
Dude,
a linebacker, bro.
110-pound lynx would destroy you.
I don't know. I mean, they would get a few good licks in, but I feel like
You realize that
I land that good 1-2, you know, and it's
if
fucking
you had
over.
like a 110-pound mountain lion, do you realize their claws are like
But
the
mountain
size
lions are
of
like-
steak knives?
Mountain lions are like 200 pounds, though.
But even
Mountain
still, like
lions
an
are like-
adolescent mountain lion that's like 110, 120 pounds would still destroy you.
It's going
There is-
through changes in its body.
You know, it's
have,
like
have you
if I
heard
fought a
that story
grizzly
of the
bear,
guy?
if I fought a grizzly bear, I might get one good punch in before it just completely
Oh.
annihilates me.
Oh no, dude! Grizzly bear's totally different. A grizzly bear, you wouldn't stand a chance. But a 110-pound house cat, I'd fuck it up, dude.
No,
Because
you
you're gonna
wouldn't.
need another 100. It's gonna have to be at least 200 pounds to be competitive.
All right, we're gonna have to talk to some a scientist on here about this. We need to talk to some sort of animal.
We need to talk to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
who is a cat expert in the world we can get on the show?
I don't know, man. Fucking Alec
Oh.
Baldwin's seen a lot of pussy. That guy is definitely a cat expert by now, dude. Got fucking all the diseases, all the children. But dude, I read this story. Do you remember that story about the guy who killed a mountain lion with his bare hands, and it turned out to be a baby mountain lion?
Well, if he had bare hands.
Yeah, that's true. I actually have really tiny hands, but I feel like I have the right technique. You know, I got that. I got 300 pounds on my side. I got the boxing technique. I can wrestle a little bit. I know jujitsu. I'll choke that fucking cat out, dude.
I mean,
I'll jump guard on it.
I don't think that you are wrong. I don't know.
Let's test this out. Does anybody in our listening audience have access to a 110-pound adolescent mountain lion that we can put in a cage with Jacob Craig
We'll
and
sell
see
tickets
who
You
comes
may-
out?
pay-per-view.
See who comes out the victor.
It will be humanely.
Dude, I've been joking about boxing one of the guys from Rushmore podcast. Like, every time they post something on Facebook, like here and there, I'll be like, I want to box you for charity.
I'll box him for charity. I used
Oh,
to be a
dude.
boxer.
You and Pepper and me and Thomas, I think me and Thomas are probably closer in weight. I'd probably have to drop some weight. But yeah, dude, I'd fuck him up.
Just give me a good 2 months to get back in shape, and I'll be ready to go. If they want to do
Yeah,
it for
dude.
charity, we could do a boxing for charity. The Coast
Yeah.
2 podcasts that we could box for charity.
Yeah, dude. Do it for fucking like Frets for Pets next year or something. Get a year of training in.
I'll do it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I want to be the announcer.
Yeah, there we go. Or we could do like a wrestling thing. That would be cool.
It's just shit. I know people that could train you.
Yeah.
Just a guy I went to high school with, fucking Jordan fucking Bartmus, is like the champion in DCW right now.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
That Charlie Ace motherfucker.
Charlie Ace.
That guy has the worst breath, and I could still kick his ass to this day. I don't know why anyone gave him that belt, dude.
I mean, he's a decent wrestler. I've seen him wrestle.
We still got to get Koloff on the show.
Yeah.
Koloff would destroy him.
Yeah.
Koloff would destroy Charlie Ace.
Yeah.
Not even the same.
I like the guy. We were friends in high school, but like I look at him as like this skinny little nerd kid that I knew from high school. It's like,
right,
dude, I don't believe you. Like
I met him at the open mic. You know, he
yeah,
and you know, it was like, and then I saw him at wrestling, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I didn't know you came to shows, blah blah blah," you know, that kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's a damned wrestler. How does this happen?
Yeah.
I still say
apparently a better wrestler than he is open micer.
The only thing DCW needs is me and Wally as the live announcers at the shows.
Oh God, if we were live announcing the shows, that would be amazing.
I'd love that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Like I
really like
videos online that, you know, have me kind of commentating. I'm not trying to commentate. I'm just, you know, reacting to what's happening.
Yeah.
and it sounds like a WWE event nearby. You know, it makes it much more exciting than it actually is. You know.
But if you realize how slow wrestling really is without the ring announcer. So go try to watch like, you know, WWE or WCW and just turn the sound off. It's kind of like,
yeah,
cuts the excitement in half.
Well, when you go to a live event, there is no commentating, and that surprised me the first time.
Well, that's what I mean. If we were to do DCW, we could do it live right there.
Yeah, right then and there, and people will hear it, and it will be great, and we could record it.
I mean, they might kick us out, but
yeah,
no.
Unless they asked us to do it.
No, I honestly think that we might be able to do it because the guy they have doing commentary now is also now part of the show. So there is a clear conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that we could do it. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I'm not going anywhere anymore, but it's still something that I would be interested in.
Speaking of not going anywhere anymore, I just want to see what you guys think about this. One of our mutual friends, Wally, sent me a Facebook thread last night. There are literally people that are, instead of taking the vaccine.
Oh, no, this was Brian that sent this.
Yes. I didn't know if we should say his name, but there's literally people out there taking horse dewormer instead of taking the vaccine. They believe horse dewormer stops you from getting COVID. I'm like, okay, maybe flea medicine will help my high blood pressure. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Is this a mutual friend taking the horse dewormer?
No, it's somebody he knows.
Just a random somebody.
Yeah.
That I don't know if he knows him or not.
Yeah, I don't think he knows him.
Fuck that person, dude. What the fuck?
Like, what is wrong with... And there were people in the threads. Like, he sent all the threads. Like, I went to the Facebook page to look at it. People in the thread are like, oh, yeah, I've been doing this since January or whatever. Like, well, at least you don't have worms. You know, worms are the only thing you don't have.
No.
I can't deal with guys. I can't deal with the stupid anymore, is what it boils down to. I can't do it. I'm too old to be dealing with stupid.
I don't want to argue with people anymore.
I don't either.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, I also don't want to be surrounded by goddamn idiots.
Well,
And
there's another thing is that like there's actually a close personal friend of me and you who we've known for years, and he constantly sends me Facebook messages of all these videos of like anti-vax videos, like these YouTube videos. I don't watch them, and I'm like, first off, you know I'm vaxxed, you know I'm pro-vax, and like, why are you sending this to me? Like, what is your end game? Because like, it's not like I can go, oh, you're right, and then all of a sudden like become unvaxxed. Like, how? What is your end game here? I don't understand.
The thing is, and here's really the situation. I'm not going to say who the guy was because I think it's the same person.
I know you know who it is.
Okay, because I don't get sent anything. Because don't, because now he knows whatever. But
who is it? Type it in the chat.
I'm not saying.
Type
no,
in the chat
you don't know who it is. You have no idea who it is. But
okay.
The thing is, I think he stopped the day I was like, he stopped sending me stuff the day I was like, do you have any idea how dumb this is? But whenever he got into my thread a few days ago and essentially started, the whole thing that he did, I turned off notifications because I didn't want to see it anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the day, he sent me a message like, man, you got to delete this thing about me being a conspiracy theorist because it's making people talk bad about me on the thread and calling me names and stuff. And I said, I don't want to be labeled a conspiracy theorist. And I basically was like, you are literally the definition of it. And I literally went to Webster's dictionary online and sent it to him because it literally says what he is doing is a conspiracy theory. And the definition has, as an example, he doesn't think that vaccines are effective because of a conspiracy theory he read. That was the example. And I'm like, literally, you are what they are using as an example.
Yeah.
I know you deleted it because I was told about it, and then I went to go look at it on Facebook, and it was gone. So
I deleted it because I didn't want. Instead, he wanted me to change the content of one of my messages, and I didn't. I just went and deleted the whole thing.
See, that's why I don't do Facebook anymore. After I got it, because the same thing happened to me last year. I posted a joke on Facebook, and it devolved into me getting death threats, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not.
Now this has a good ending though. I think we talked him into getting the vaccine.
Really?
Yeah, because by the end of it, after I sent him not only that definition, I sent him the numbers. This is how many people have caught COVID, and this is how many people have died with it. This is how many people have had the vaccine, which is like 4 times as many people. And this is how many people have died, period. They not of the vaccine, just in general after getting it. It was like 6,000 as opposed to the 600 million.
Yeah.
600,000 that
the
are.
odds are really small.
Well, the thing you gotta tell people, this is what I've been telling people that have been on the fence about it, because most of their arguments are, this is it came out so fast, and like it hasn't been tested. Like, well, no, technically the mRNA, the science it's based on. The lady that invented it has been working on it for 20 years.
Right.
So when this came along, she was working on it separate from, the scientific community, because the scientific community said it couldn't be done. And she said, oh, yeah, watch. So she went off by herself and privately funded did it herself. So whenever this came along and they said, oh, we could really use a new way to get rid of this virus. She said, hey, I've been working on this for 20 years. Let's do it.
And not only that, they also started dumping money into it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you have enough money and resources, you're going to get results. And not only, and the thing is that we're not only talking about one vaccine here. We're talking about like 7 or 8 across the world.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 3 here that are approved. Why don't we have those 7 or 8? For the same reason you're afraid of the ones that we have now, because they're still testing them. So the way this works is very different from the way people imagine it works. For the same reason why the guidance keeps changing. The reason why the guidance keeps changing, the reason why we know these things are safe is because they keep testing shit. And the longer we go, the more we know about it. More, and people just don't understand that things change based on the information that we're given. So what we know about it now is why this is what's going on now. 6 months ago, we knew less. A year ago, we knew nothing. It was basically, well, fuck. And the reason why I'm so angry about it is because people I love are currently in the hospital.
Yeah.
One of them is in an induced coma. And one of them is in an induced coma right now. And it's all because of people like that are putting doubt in people's minds.
Yeah. Which to me boils down to 24-hour news networks, mainly Fox and the Republican Party. Here's the thing. How did this become so political? How did
science become political? Well, the door was open to this.
Well, look, science has always been political.
That's what I was about to say. The door was open to this a long time ago, especially when it comes to global warming. I mean, that was the big thing.
Well, and here's the argument that I think people, this is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life, when people are like, well, science says one thing 1 minute, and then they change the next minute. Like,
because we learn more.
Don't you know that's how science works?
Right.
Like, we're constantly learning.
The fact that you don't know that makes me know that you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, look as far back as the 1930s when they were writing Superman's origin story, and Jor-El was like, hey, the fucking planet's gonna blow up, and the Krypton government was like, we're not gonna approve your grant, and then they all fucking died.
Right. Every time, I literally have had that same thought, is that this is literally the opening to Superman.
Yeah.
Only in reverse. And then instead of a baby being sent into space, we sent Jeff Bezos.
who looks like a baby, to be fair. He looks like a baby.
And now we have a clone Jeff Bezos roaming around because they replaced him in space. And he's off finding life somewhere else. No, I'm kidding. That's
sounds.
I didn't realize
suspiciously like a conspiracy, sir.
I know. That's why I started going in that direction, because I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was only going for 10 minutes. Is Richard Branson still in space? Where's he?
I don't know. He's still here. I don't know what's going on with him.
I was hoping that they were going to cut someone's cord during a spacewalk, just for the good of mankind.
Woo!
Yeah, just American hero.
Right? That's funny. I mean, it's. I saw a tweet the other day I thought was really funny. It's like, how do we know that UFOs aren't just alien billionaires taking a vacation?
Here's the thing, boys. How are we going to make this podcast so successful that it gets us $1 billion? What do we have to do to get $1 billion?
So here's what we do. Wally, take your pants off.
I'm not wearing pants.
We're halfway there, Wally. We're halfway to $1 billion, baby. Look, There's no possible way you could turn a podcast into $1 billion. If Joe Rogan hasn't even done it, he's at like what 500 million, something like that, 50 million.
Yeah.
Here's how grossly rich.
I haven't done enough drugs for this.
Here's how grossly rich Jeff Bezos is. His new yacht has its own yacht.
Yeah, it has a baby yacht.
Like that's like super villain level like riches. Yeah. Like how do you get that rich and not be like I'm going to take over the world?
Right.
Dude, I wrote a bit about this recently. I don't want to say too much because it'll give away the bit, but I wrote a bit about all this billionaire stuff. People are hating on all these people. Like, if you had $1 billion, you wouldn't do stupider shit.
Oh, I would do stupid shit.
I would do stupider shit, dude.
See, I wouldn't do stupider.
Oh, I'm not saying that they going to space and putting their money into technology is probably the most humanitarian thing to do because,
no, it's not.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Fund COVID research, end world hunger.
Yeah, well, those things could
Dolly
lead
Parton to it. Funded COVID research.
Yeah,
She buys books for children in Tennessee.
They're furthering the human race technologically. I mean,
well, here's what
if I had $1 billion, what's the first thing I would do if I had $1 billion? Like, I would like.
Two girls at the same time.
Two chicks at the same time, man. I would
shout out to Diedrich
I would probably
Bader,
do something stupid
Diedrich
like buy the Sears Tower and blow it up just for the hell of it, like something stupid.
Just to implode it.
Yeah.
So now you're on a list now for wanting to blow up the Sears
But
Tower.
nobody would be in it. I mean, it would just be like,
Look up Louis C.K.'s Dirty Pet Fuckers bit. You would love it. It's about the same thing. He said if he had $1 billion, he would open a store called Dirty Pet Fuckers and just put it everywhere like Starbucks.
The thing that I miss is these super rich people who would like build like places of art or something like that. No, like. For example, they have the Walt Disney music place in Los Angeles and
Trump Tower, dude. Come on.
What is that even for?
That's what I would do if I had $1 billion. I would buy Trump Tower, hump it, and then blow it up.
Dude, I would
throw it on the ground.
Live on my Twitch stream.
I would back up every toilet
the Secret Service
Tower.
Is going to call you.
There would be no one in the building. It would be an empty building. I would own the building and do whatever I wanted with it.
I would just buy the building and remove the T.
Rump Tower.
That's right. That's where all the TikToks go.
That's the name of a podcast. Rump Tower.
Rump Tower. Rump Tower with Wally.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to have all the TikToks at.
It's just going to be a building full of OnlyFans people.
That's right. Every room is a different OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Dude, are you trying to put the Hef out of business, dude?
Well, the Hef, isn't he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
I thought he died like 4 times, so I don't know. I thought he's already fucking gone.
See, yeah, I mean, I would, if I'm buying a building, I don't know what I would do with the building. I would buy the building that the Ghostbusters were in.
Yeah, of course you would. You would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died. He died in 2017.
Yeah.
And he was married to like some ridiculously young model at the time who now has all of his money.
20 or something.
Something like that, yeah. Way to go, her.
Speaking of dying, Jackie Mason just passed away the other day.
Right, yeah.
Dude, I thought he died like 20 years ago.
I kind of did too.
Who is Jackie Mason for our viewers under 40?
Okay,
he's one of those Borscht Belt comedians from forever ago.
He's a very funny comedian. Like I remember watching. He had a TV show for a little while back in the 80s.
Oh,
Jackie
I remember
Mason show.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I think I remember seeing him.
He had a really funny delivery. He used to talk like this.
Yeah.
I'm not
Kinda
even
like
sure what I'm trying to
Dangerfield.
say here.
Yeah. And he got booted off of Ask Your Grandparents Kid, the Ed Sullivan Show. Ask Your
For being too
Grandparents.
dirty.
Well, he flipped off Ed Sullivan live on TV.
He
and,
sure did.
Hell
And
yeah,
got
dude.
blackballed for like a decade.
What did Ed Sullivan do to him? Let's talk about that.
I don't remember.
Because maybe Ed Sullivan's the piece of shit. You don't know.
See. I'm gonna Google that. Why did
Google it real quick.
Jackie Mason flip off Ed Sullivan?
Because everyone always says that. It's like, oh, this person punched this person. They're so bad. Oh, well, what did that guy do to get punched? You don't just punch people.
All right, let's see. Jackie Mason off Ed Sullivan Show. $45,000 contract canceled over obscene gestures. Ed Sullivan accused Jackie Mason, and this is an old New York Times article too. Hold on. Oh, come on, New York Times. Go the
You have to
hell
pay
away.
for it, dude, don't you?
How do I close this out? I think it's going to make me have to pay for it to watch this 60-year-old article. What the hell?
Yeah, dude, they do that. New York Times, USA Today.
You suck, New York Times. But apparently, he must have flipped off Ed Sullivan on the show, and he got blackballed for a while.
Yeah, I would like to know what Ed Sullivan did to deserve that.
I don't know. Ed Sullivan was pretty conservative back in the day. He actually made the Rolling Stones sing "Let's Spend Some Time Together" instead of "Let's Spend the Night Together." And,
oh my god!
He tried to make Jim Morrison sing. What was
I
the
remember
line?
that.
Light my fire. It was
"Girl, we couldn't get much better instead of get much higher." And Jim Morrison sang it anyway.
Yeah.
He said that was the famous performance where he said it louder than normal.
Higher!
Couldn't get much higher. Yeah.
Fucking legend, man. That guy did all the drugs.
All of them.
Yeah, he did. Didn't leave any for the rest of us.
Fucking, I wonder what he's doing now.
Who, Jim Morrison?
Yeah.
He's dead.
No, he's not.
I figured this out.
What?
On October 18th, 1964, Mason was performing once again on the show. During his act, Mason looked off camera where Sullivan was holding up two fingers, allegedly to indicate that he had 2 minutes left due to the show being preempted by an impromptu speech by Lyndon B. Johnson. Mason began playing off that and while riffing pointed to Sullivan with his thumb and index finger. However, from Sullivan's angle, it appeared that Mason was flipping him the bird.
So he didn't even fucking do anything.
Didn't even do it?
He didn't even do it.
Wow, that's
unfortunately no footage from that specific incident exists. However, it has been widely argued that Mason never did flip off Sullivan. The footage is lost forever.
Oh, that sucks.
Hey, on the record, podcast stance, fuck Ed Sullivan.
That's
we don't
really
like Ed Sullivan here.
We have a really big shoe.
You know, my great-great-grandfather, Ed Sullivan, used to say, no, I'm kidding. That would be some shit, wouldn't it?
Dude, speaking of comics like that, I did a Zoom show the other day where it's based out of Baltimore, but it was tons of New York comics. And like most New York comics, they were Jewish. And almost all of them did the fucking hacky, like, take my wife, please. Like that kind of fucking joke.
What are we?
People still do those kinds of jokes?
Yeah, it was incredible. I didn't realize that they did.
What did they come out holding a violin? like,
well, no. I mean, it was over Zoom, and I knew one of these guys, and I knew it was like, oh, this is the hackiest comedian I've ever met in my entire life. And then other people start doing like the same style. It's like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. Take my wife, please. Like one person literally did that fucking line. And I was like, if you knew how big of a meme this was.
Look at Wally's face. Is he?
Right, I
thought you were frozen.
No, I am sincerely sitting here in shock and awe.
Yeah, so I haven't done comedy in person in New York, but every Zoom show I've done that's based out of New York with New York comics, like that kind of comedy is still happening from like Upper West Side New York Jews.
Are you telling us that we would probably kill in New York?
I think so, dude. Which New York's a lot. It's very underground now these days. It's like kind of the edgy guys like Louis J. Gomez or Ari Shaffir. Like they do really well in New York.
Sounds like it's time to make a New York trip, boys.
Yeah, dude.
If I could just stop getting sick, that'd be wonderful.
Well, in order for that to happen, you don't need to get sick. People need to go get vaccinated so the world can get back to freaking normal finally.
Right.
So
half vaxxed, baby.
I've been vaxxed since April. I got it as soon as I was able.
I'm an anti-vaxxer, so I don't know. I only got one because I didn't realize it was the COVID vaccine. I thought it was something
And you know what's funny? Even like when we were kids, did your parents ever make you go play with the other kids that had chicken pox?
No.
So you could get chicken pox too? That's what parents used to do when I was a kid. Like if one of the kids in class got chicken pox, all the other parents would send you over to like stay the night at their house so you could get it. So then you could, guess what? Be immune to it from then on. It's like getting vaccinated.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, except
then also get shingles when you're 50.
Yeah, if you get it later in life, you get shingles and psoriasis.
Well, no, you can still get shingles if you have it early.
No matter what.
Well, I know, but if you get chicken pox as an older person, it'll fucking wreck you.
It'll fuck you up. Yeah.
You want to get it as a kid. So it's,
but
what I'm saying is the vaccine is basically the same thing. You put a vaccine in your body, and it makes you immune.
You get shingles.
I mean, it
doesn't make you immune
100%, but it's better than nothing.
What it is, it informs your body how to best take care of the problem.
Yes. And we've been doing it for how long now? Over a century, 4 centuries now we've been doing inoculations.
Here's an interesting piece of history. The smallpox vaccine came out in the late 1700s, and George Washington actually required that all soldiers going through Virginia had to get the vaccine so they wouldn't get sick with smallpox in the on the battlefield. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's not unprecedented, and our founding fathers were obviously fucking for it.
Yeah, dude. Another piece of history. I saw this on Jeopardy the other day, or The Chase, or something like that. And back when they developed the polio vaccine in the 50s, they did this huge ad campaign with the biggest stars in the world, Elvis Presley, everybody who was big in the 50s, to encourage people to get the polio vaccine because there were so many anti-vaxxers. It's literally the same thing that's happening now.
Well, it's good to know we're not getting any smarter.
Smarter, yeah. But it's the same. Well, people are bashing all these celebrities that are like, please get vaccinated. Dude, Elvis Presley did the fucking same thing for polio.
Here's what I don't understand. How are people not listening to Dolly Parton? She's like America's sweetheart.
I don't listen to a word she says, dude. I'm too mesmerized by them tiggle bitties. Everything that comes out of her mouth is womp womp womp.
Disrespectful, sir.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Wow.
I'd still, dude. No matter, there are some people. No matter how old they get, it'll still go down. You know what I mean?
I tell you, mine would be Linda Carter.
Mine's, dude.
Yeah.
Leah Thompson, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking babe. Howard the Duck. Are you kidding me?
That's the only good thing about that movie.
That much older than me.
She can get it, dude. Still
that's
to
the
this
thing.
day.
She's not much older than me.
Right.
Thank fucking God, dude.
But to Jacob, she's an old lady. So like,
that's right. It's like,
well, she's in her.
She might as well be the crypt keeper for fuck's sake.
Well, dude, she's in her 50s. Like that's old for me, man. Hooking up with a chick.
Dude, I'm gonna be 45 next year.
And I'm not gonna fuck you, Jason. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why not? You're gonna pass up this hog.
I've never been much of a bottom. I don't know.
On that note, we need to go ahead and start walking out the door, boys. We're at an hour.
All right.
This is an outrage. I was told I would have a platform for 4.5 hours.
You better go talk to Joe Rogan, sir.
Right.
Right now, you're talking to the poor man's Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
According to Jacob
Off-brand
Craig.
Howie Mandel over here, dude.
Yeah, the only drugs I've ever done is Flintstone vitamins. So
yeah,
10 million strong and growing. How many millimeters?
Hell yeah, dude. What do you have anything you want to talk about before we get out of here, Wally? Do you have any big plans? Anything that you're doing?
I've started editing my Fortnite videos to a point where it's basically a podcast with people playing Fortnite on it, and it's
Cool.
We'll talk about different shit while we're playing. So we'll have not only the game going on, but we'll have conversations in between it and us being funny. So it's trying to get the personalities of the people playing on there, and that's on twitch.tv/The Real Big Wall, and also youtube.com/The Real Big Wall. I'm also still working on Talking to a Wall, a podcast where anonymous people ask me a question and I give them unqualified advice that they will promptly ignore. And
dude.
I've got 6 episodes recorded. I think I lost one of them though. But I have 6 episodes recorded, and I want to get 12 and then just release them all at once. And
yeah, dude.
I
want to get on there for sure. I want to get on there and ask you a question.
Get together and get that done, because I honest to God, love the show. The people that have been on it have been wonderful. And a lot of it's about work and relationships. And it's just really good to... It's weirdly satisfying because it all started as a joke, and now it's something where people really do value the time that we spend together, and I learn a lot from them as well, and it's very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're going to have to modify my voice if I do it, though, because everyone's just going to know it's me.
Right. The people who are going to listen to it will know. And that's why it's going to take a while, because I'm not only going to have to record it, there are some people who want me to kind of change stuff, and I have to edit it to pull out all the shit that people can identify you with. So,
right.
So some people would say something, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to pull that out.
Yeah, man. Well, look out for that. Subscribe to The Real Big Wall on both Twitch and YouTube to get all of his content. And dude, thanks for coming on. Thanks for paying for our Zoom. You're tied for most appearances, dude.
Yeah.
I know. And it's I ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on so much and to talk to us, man. It's always fun when we have on you or Patty, and we love you, buddy.
Right. I love the Patty episodes, and I hope people enjoy me, and if they don't, fuck you.
They do. You're a lovely human being.
Yeah, I think that people will enjoy this episode. It was definitely a fun conversation. About me, I have a show this Tuesday, August 3rd at Silk Road Wine Bar and Restaurant in New Orleans, Louisiana. So if you're in the area or you want to make the drive out, please come see me. I believe it's a free show. If it's not, pay for a fucking ticket. Either way. Yeah, come see me, guys.
What night are me and you still hosting one of the nights at Frets for Pets?
No, I think it's the Rushmore podcast guys, those dirty motherfuckers.
Those sons of bitches.
Those guys, it's in the streets with them, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's in the streets.
The boxing match is on, son.
It's on, dude. I'm gonna call them out heavy once this rolls out, dude. Once this comes out, it's on.
This is the great rivalry of the coast.
If you're in the Biloxi area, go see Jacob Wednesday the 4th. Wednesday the 4th at Belux. At what time does the show? 8?
Let's call it 8:30 because we're gonna do a podcast before that. I am co-headlining with my boy Craig Williams, and Jason will be there. Yes,
I will be there, and if there's an open mic, and Jeremy will probably give me 5 minutes to jump up and do. He's pretty good about that, so
What are we talking? This is the 4th, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
At Belux in Biloxi, right outside Keesler Gate 7. And Frets for Pets, my band Falls from Grace is going to be headlining Saturday night at the Juke Joint, which is August the 7th. We're going to be there. But Frets for Pets is a 3-day event. So if you're in the Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Gulfport, Mobile area, head over to the Juke Joint in downtown Ocean Springs and parties. A bunch of bands, comedy stuff going on. It's a 3-day event with all kind of cool stuff going on, and food too. They're gonna have some good food over there. And let's see, I think it's about it. I don't really have anything else booked right now other than that. That's it. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You're the guy with the soundboard, man. Come on.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you had anything else left to do. Nothing else. Okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here. If you want to email us, you can email us at openmikerspodcast@gmail.com. Professional podcasting here, folks. Open Micers Podcast on Facebook. Openmikers.com takes you to our Patreon. And we're on Anchor FM now. Anchor.fm/openmikers. And that's going to do it for this week. And thank you, Wally. And we'll see you guys next week.